Hello guys, so this is going to be a player survey that Nexon is doing for GMS, Modern Maple. Nothing really to do with Classic. You can get this survey by logging into GMS, and then when you log off, this pops up. And I want to take my time and do this survey and really give my thoughts about what it has to say about GMS, I guess. Because I've been putting GMS not even necessarily on the back burner. I've been putting it like in the back of the back of the back burner. Because I don't know, I haven't had fun in GMS for quite some time. And I really wish I did. I really wish I could have fun with the game. I tried to play Challenger World 3, and like after 2 days or so, I just hard stopped because it's just not fun anymore for me. But let's see what it has to say. I will take the survey. Hopefully this doesn't leak anything. Let me zoom this in. And let me move this camera. Okay. Thanks for helping it make Maple better. The short survey is about how you play and how you keep up with the game. We expect to take 8-10 minutes. There's no right or wrong answers. Okay, cool. Which best describes your current play in maplestory? Honestly, I play less than once a week these days. Come back seasonally. I'm somewhere in between these two, but I'll select less than once a week for now. I'm interactive world ride or die. I know that interactive world sucks. It really sucks now. There's a reason there's an 80-20 split, but interactive world until the end, for sure. Which best describes you as a player? Well, if we're talking about when I played, I was definitely I would consider myself more so a hardcore player, but these days I don't even consider myself a casual. I consider myself like retired player or something. Where are you in terms of game? I would consider myself end game, but not anymore since the summer update. I don't consider myself end game anymore because I cannot solo whatever the boss is, Baldrix, for the next upgraded Genesis weapon. But prior to the summer update, I was end game, so I will consider myself end game. What was the common power of your strongest character? I got to like 950, 960 mil without event buffs. Around 1 bill 50 mil with event buffs, so over 500 mil. My Legion level is 8 to 10k. I don't like playing alts. I think it's boring. I definitely could have gotten 10k, but holy crap, leveling up a bunch of characters over and over and over and over for that is not fun. On a day you play Maple, how long do you usually play? Whenever I do play, it's always over 5 hours. It's like minimum, it's probably like 6 hours. when I do play. How long have you been playing? I started in 2006. So over 5 years. Where do you mainly go to stay informed about Maple news and information, both official and unofficial? I don't check it, but people in stream typically link Facebook and Instagram posts. I don't watch any content creators. No offense to anybody, but I don't anymore. I don't really enjoy that. I used to watch a lot of Korean people stream, but not anymore. In-game notices. I mean, they don't really have these typically. Discord, I do check more often now. Official website, would probably be the most. Orange Mushroom, I used to check a lot. I still think it's probably the best. Official forums, dead. Reddit, bunch of trash people post there now. That community totally is trash now. Others, okay, I guess I could say something like that. I don't know. Which MapleStory communities or platforms do you visit or follow? Select all that apply. Well, I don't follow any of these. Oh, the Discord. I visit this. Yeah, I don't. I guess I do visit this when people tell me, but yeah. What is your main reason for visiting MapleStory communities or platforms? Absolutely this, to get update details on info. And sometimes this. It's only one reason. Definitely this is the main reason I think most people do it. Me included. How often do you visit? Rarely. I would say a few times a month. I rarely visit Orange Mushroom. It used to be a weekly a couple years ago, but now rarely. What's your typical level of involvement? Read, view only, react, vote sometimes. Read, view only. I would say on the Discord I do react and vote or like some stuff. Strategy resources, read view only. I'm not much of a poster these days. I try to stay clear of all that. You indicated you don't comment posts with the MapleStory community. Please select all. I just don't want to. I'm not active, knowledgeable. I don't feel comfortable. There's definitely this aspect of GMS can get really bad. I had bad experience posting before. This a little bit and this. For sure. Thinking about the platforms you use for Maple info, please check the boxes where each statement is true. Leave it blank if it does not apply. Influence how I feel. Oh. Yeah, it reflects what most people think. I think so. I think it's all the way here because when you have like a post that's official, made by an official employee, and it's complete utter trash, it really makes me feel like not logging into the game. Or the other side of things where they're talking about like, oh, this is gonna happen, this good change. Like I think the last good change that made me really excited was when they made fragments tradable. Like I think that was like 3 years ago at this point. So it's on both sides, I would say. Where would you prefer to receive updates? I mean, they already do on here. I think the launcher is good. In-game is probably the best. If they could just have a notice that shows, or in the chat box, kind of like how OSRS does it. Everywhere else, I mean, they should do Reddit because Reddit is more popular than like their forums. They should post on Reddit, even though I don't particularly like the Reddit community of this game. And then I think they should do YouTube videos. I would also like them to do live streams, but I think it could be fun. Even if it's like trash, it's actually kind of fun. And then stay clear of all these other ones. Like we need to delete TikTok from existence. Where's your next? Oh, I can only do 3, like top 3? Okay. In-game, launcher, and official news. Best 3. What type of official communication focused content do you want to see from the maplestory team? Oh, here we go. Dev notes, roadmaps. Do not make video guides again. They didn't really, no offense, but they didn't really make good ones. FAQ is good. I think these 3. We need roadmaps, we need dev notes, and we need FAQ, like with OSRS, where they do, like maybe they don't have to do it every week, or where they answer a lot of questions on live stream week by week. Like something like that, where it's like when Maple says, we're listening to your feedback and stuff, and then it feels like they're not, because there's all these suggestions and posts everywhere. How can we confirm that these have been read and put in a notes to look at it and stuff like that? It would be good to confirm it with something like this. Oops. Pick the following types of official communication. Oh, okay, and now we gotta rank them. 1 is top, 3 is third. I think it should go in this order. For sure. If there's a studio publisher game, okay. Jagex, Game Studios, Old School RuneScape. They do a dev. What is it called? Like FAQ. Like FAQ thing on live stream every week. It feels like on GMS we have to wait 3 to 5 months before any communication on anything. It needs to be more frequent than that. Yo. Okay, I cannot spell frequent. There we go. When a new update's released, how would you describe your awareness of its most important new features before experiencing them? I usually know it because we know what we get 6 months prior. It's pretty, from like KMS, we know roughly what we're getting. When a new update is announced, what most influences how much effort you put into it? Quality of life, progression, power gains, new content, event reward, engage about the same, what the community is excited or concerned about. I mostly care about this. Like, I really like min-maxing in games like MMO. I really like going for best in slot, keeping up with endgame. That's what really does motivate me more. So when an update has something that will make it better on earning miso, or make it easier or better to gain more and more combat power, that's what makes it more fun for me. Think about your character right now. What's your most significant hurdle of focus? Well, I don't have a level milestone. Improving gear and equipment for sure. Earning miso funding. Well, these two go kind of hand in hand with free-to-play progress on interactive world. Yeah, for sure. And maplestory playtime changed significantly. It decreased significantly past few months. Ever since like I got my Destiny weapon, and I think in January, I maybe played a total of like 5 to 10 times in the last 6 months. Most influential factor in that change: real life, event limited, friends, frustration with bugs or balance. Okay, other. It's none of these things for me. I think. Burnout, no. Real life, no. Event limited. Friends guild. Frustration with bugs, no. For me, I've always wanted to try to keep up with end game content. I don't know how much. I'm probably going to type a lot here. I don't know how much they're letting me type, but I'm typing it all. With how much the end game has, what's the word, jumped forward with the 25-star system plus Destiny weapon V2 and the Jupiter boss. It makes it impossible to... Okay. I knew about these updates 6 months prior due to Korea Maple. And for somebody to... For me to keep up and be at where I need to be in that time frame, 6 months, if I put in all the hours I possibly could have put in, which would have averaged 7 to 10 hours a day, grinding for misos and trying to min-max to get to the end game point, I wouldn't have made it there in 6 months. And I could have skipped this by spending multiple thousands of dollars instead of actually playing the game and farming the misos I needed. Well, I shouldn't say farming, I should say earning. So you might think I'm a miso farmer or something. That is when I knew the game needed significant... How do you spell significant? Significant changes to how min-maxing gear needs to be specifically specifically, oh my god, for interactive world. With the most recent Inkwell note, it's clear that they are not willing to do significant... Oh my god. Significant changes for players actually wanting to play the game. What I mean by this is that Korea Maple is that, for one example, Korea Maple Story has a cube system based off of misos, and the GMS community has been begging, and I mean begging, for this system to get ported over for well over 1, maybe 2 years at this point. GMS Inkwell note response: cubing, he mentions that cubing is a problem for interactive world, and instead of giving into what the community wants, he takes the greedy route and implementing more cube sales instead. Nobody, well, not nobody, there is probably less than 2% of interactive world players that even partake in those type of cube sales to begin with. Most of the player base do not want to feel forced to have to spend in order to min-max / progress at that rate. So basically what I am getting at is, I feel as though GMS has given up on making interactive worlds easier / more realistic to play to get to end game. It feels extremely bad to play and be the rank 1 player of this game now. And that's my honest thoughts. And that's just one example. What language do you want Global MapleStory to official support? I don't have any preference. Any is fine. Thanks again. Providing this information is optional. Okay, I don't care about the reward. Alright, well there you go. That's my honest thoughts on the GMS survey. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.